All right, let's do this thing. The ferry quickly brings you across Island. After asking around, you discover that there is indeed normally a large pile of sand somewhere near here, but you don't see anything besides lots of water and the small island where the ferry is docked. As you try to figure out what to do next, you notice a poster on the wall near the ferry dock. Boat races, open to public. Grand prize is an all expenses paid trip to Desert Island. Desert Island? That must be where the sand comes from. Best of all, the boat races are starting in just a few minutes. You manage to sign up as a competitor in the boat races just in time. The organizer explains that it's not really a traditional race. Instead, you'll get a fixed amount of time during which your boat has to travel as far as it can, and you win if your boat goes the furthest. As part of signing up, you get a sheet of paper, which is your puzzle input, that lists the time allowed for each race and also the best distance ever recorded in that race. To guarantee you win the grand prize, you need to make sure you go further in each race than the current record holder. The organizer brings you over to the area where the boat races are held. The boats are much smaller than you'd expected. They're actually toy boats, each with a big button on the top. Holding down the button charges the boat, and releasing the button allows the boat to move. Boats move faster if their buttons are held longer, but time spent holding the button counts against the total race time. You can only hold the button at the start of the race, and boats don't move until the button is released. We have an example. This is the full input. We have time and distance. So you hold down the button and it like charges up, and then when you let go of the button, it moves. I feel like this is just a math problem, right? I feel like I'd rather just brute force it if the inputs are this small. Let's try that. So we have two things to think about here: time and distance. This is one of those problems where I'd really like to transpose my data. There's a way to do this. Do I have to do it with awk? Do we just steal this? Let's just steal this. Huh. Why is it getting reversed? Well, in that case, we can just go into tack to flip it over. Okay, so we need to do things. We need to operate on a per race level. So we know how to do that. That's where you read the lines. Okay, so we have our time first. Let's change this. This is going to be read. We're going to read time, distance from line. And then we're going to do seek one time, echo. Maybe even exit one. Okay. So that will go, I mean, we have to count 0. So we'll just go seek 0 time. So this is going from, we're holding down the button for 0 seconds to 7 seconds. So for each of these, what do we need? What is the calculation we need to do? Basically, we need to do time minus this. Let's do this with awk. We don't use enough awk. So we can add some things here. We can do time minus, okay. And then the number times that is our answer, I think. So this is like this. Tells us how long we're moving for. Let's see if that's right. So 6, 10, 12, 12, 10, 6, 0. Yeah. Okay, so now we need to know which ones of these are greater than distance. So let's wrap this all in parens. Parens. We're going to say greater than distance. Because we have to win, right? We have to be better than them. Now we just grep for 1. Can we count? Yeah, grep can count. So we get rid of this. We get 4, 8, 9, which is our answers. So now we just need to pipe that into paste SD star, paste that into BC, and we're done. Nice. Here's our answer. Put it in the box, and we win. All right, let's do part 2. As the race is about to start, you realize the piece of paper with race times and record distances you got earlier actually just has very bad kerning. Really? There's really only one race. Ignore the spaces between the numbers on each line. Now you have to figure out how many ways there are to win this single race. Wow, okay. No problem, no problem. Okay. Let's start out by echoing line and then continue so that we can... Oh, why'd that happen? Oh, because of this. Right. So this part's kind of wrong now. So it's telling us we want to just get rid of spaces. So let's do our cut first, and then we'll just delete all of the spaces. Boom. So this is a big number, but it's not that big. 60 million? I think we could still just brute force that. I don't know. Do we want to be nerds and do the... I don't really want to be a nerd. Let's see how long it takes to run. We can start with sample. We don't need this anymore. We honestly don't even need any of this. We're just gonna make a function called calculate. We read the time, read the distance. Great. And now we just do this thing again. This should cook pretty fast, I think. Let's give it a chance. All right. It would be helpful to know what progress it's at. Oh, we still don't know if this is the right answer. Is this the right answer? Yup. It's just that easy. Roots of x squared minus 15x minus 40. This curve doesn't look right to me. Shouldn't it be upside down? You picked up a sign error in your expression? Is that better? See, this looks more right. So this makes more sense, right? It would mean our first one that beats it would be 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our last one that beats it would be 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we seal this one and we floor this one. All right, we can write this real quick. Basically what we want to do now, instead of doing this, we just need to do our quadratic formula. So let's say thing equals echo square root of b squared. So time times time minus 4 times distance. Let's print that. And we want to do lower equals echo minus time minus thing over 2. Upper is minus time plus thing over 2. That looks more right. There we go. Do we have floor? Okay. Bash floor number. Okay. Now we get the right answer. A lot faster. Square root of t squared minus 4d is all you need. Or are you saying it simplifies when we go to subtract them? Like the time is irrelevant? I believe that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Hold up. Math is cool. That's a good call. Let's make this a one-liner because why not? We can do our +1 here, so we don't need to do it here. We can change this to be an echo. And then we just put this here. Echo, echo, echo. Nice. That looks perfectly sane. There we go. Much better.